Hi, welcome back to Dad Talk Network. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Today I'm back in the kitchen with my wife Tracy. So Tracy, what are you making today?
Today I'm making shrimp creole. It's a delicious New Orleans dish. Not quite like a gumbo, but similar, that you put over rice, and it is so delicious.
So here's the ingredients to my shrimp creole dish. I have here 3 garlic cloves minced. I have about 3 tablespoons of creole seasoning, and really you're seasoning with the creole seasoning to taste. I may not use all of this. I'm going to start with about half of this first and see what it tastes like, as it's cooking, and then I'll maybe add more if needed. I have about 2 teaspoons of paprika. I have 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning here. So garlic, creole seasoning, paprika, and Italian seasoning. I have 1 large green bell pepper, chopped. I have 1 pound of frozen cut okra. I have 3 celery stalks chopped. I have a medium white onion chopped. I have 1.5 pounds of shrimp. I have here about 4 or 5 scallions chopped up. I'm going to use about maybe 6 to 8 ounces of white wine. Maybe about half of this 32-ounce chicken stock. I have here 1 small can of tomato paste. I have here about 1/4 cup of ketchup and 2 cups of water. And last but not least, I have here maybe about 1/4 cup of jalapenos. And you can do the fresh, or you can use the ones that are jarred. I have here the jarred jalapenos. I'll first start with combining my seasoning with my shrimp in a separate bowl and set it aside. So here I'm taking my paprika, my Italian seasoning, and about half of my creole seasoning. Maybe a little more than half, but I'm just pulling back a little bit. And I'm just going to mix very well here.
So first I want to start with sauteing the shrimp first.
Do the shrimp first, spread them around in the pan. And just try to make it a single layer of shrimp so that they have a nice even cook. A minute on each side, minute to a minute and a half. It's not going to take long to cook. I don't want them to cook all the way through because I'll be introducing them back into the creole stew at a later time. Okay, now I'm flipping them over so that they cook evenly on both sides.
So I'm in charge of cooking the rice.
And a great rice cooker he is.
Now I'm going to remove this cooked shrimp and set it aside. Again, they only cooked about a minute to a minute and a half on each side. The shrimp flavor is left behind, all the bits of shrimp and the creole seasoning, and that'll be nice to cook up my vegetables. So I'm going to what they call the holy trinity of flavor and vegetables: onion, peppers, and celery. I'm going to let that cook down and soak up all the nice flavoring. I'm going to add some scallions after this cooks down for a few minutes. I'm gonna add the scallions and let that cook down further. Mix that in. And then when this is pretty soft, then I'm gonna add the garlic at the last minute of cook, and because I don't want the garlic to burn. So at this point, I'm just going to salt and pepper to taste. Give this a good stir. Add my garlic. Good garlic minced. Then I'm going to add the rest of my Creole seasoning. Okay, at this point, I'm going to add the tomato paste. Of tomato paste. I'm also adding about 1/4 cup of ketchup. Make sure the tomato paste melts very well. I'm going to add the white wine, about 6 or 7 ounces of white wine. And about 8 ounces of chicken stock. I have set aside here 2 cups of water, but first I'm just going to start off with about 1 cup of it first. I have here the jalapenos. The frozen okra. So what I'll do is I'll put the lid on and let this cook down. Actually, it's thickening up some. The paste is doing its job, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. I added about another 1/2 cup, so that's about 1.5 cup of the 2 cups. I'll check it again later for the thickness. Let that simmer down for about 5 to 6 minutes. This is simmering nicely, and I have the okra cooking down. In a bit, I'll taste it to see if it needs more Creole seasoning. Okay, now that this is cooked down, I'm going to add the shrimp back in and all of its juices. As it was sitting, all of the juices were accumulating at the bottom. So that's going to go in as well. You want all that good flavor. Now, because of the Creole seasoning and the jalapenos, this will be a bit spicy. Now, if you don't want it too spicy, then don't add the jalapenos, or just add a few jalapenos, I would say. So I gave it a taste, and I think I'm going to add just a little bit more Creole seasoning, maybe about 2 teaspoons. Okay, so now that has cooked down. Here we have the shrimp Creole stew here. So it's a nice stew-like consistency. So I'm going to plate. So I have some rice, better rice here. And I'm just going to take some of this shrimp Creole.
Okay, so now the taste test.
All right, now. It has that really nice Creole flavor.
Yes, good.
Yeah, get some of that okra. Very good.
Another good one. Nice, spicy, and hot. As always, thank you for watching Dad Talk Network and the series of Back in the Kitchen with my wife, Tracy. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. Stay tuned for a new episode coming soon.
See you later.